Hello and welcome to Long's Toys. Today I have a Ressha Sentai Tokkyuger review for you. This is DX Safari Gao. As you can see, he has an awesome lion form here on the front of the box. This is kind of a remold, retooled Tokkyuger. It is from the movie. If you can see this right here, it says Tokkyuger the movie. Back this up. It's very, very, very cool. Picture on the top of the box. Here's the bottom of the box. He has a robot mode and a lion mode. Here are the individual trains, which we will show. Here's the back of the box. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of the packaging and take a look. Okay, so out of the packaging, here is Safari Gao and the 5 Reshas. Obviously, these two are molded after pink and yellow from Tokkyuger, just with different paint. I really like how the front of this one kind of looks like a panda. I think that's really cool. These two are modeled after green and blue from Tokkyuger, just with new paint schemes. I really like the orange and blue together. Here's the kind of front. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be... I assume that these are all supposed to be some kind of animal because it's a safari. Unfortunately, I have not seen the movie yet. I really like the paint on all of these. This one, obviously, I'm thinking maybe an alligator or something for this one. Face kind of looks like it. And then here we have the lion head on the front of what would have been the red Ressha from Tokkyuger. Looks really, really nice. I really like this lion head. Now, it does come with a couple accessories, or I should say other pieces. This piece is needed for the lion mode. And then it's got this kind of big gold mane piece, which I'll show you how this works later. But you can actually combine these pieces together. This has a clip right there, so that clips on there. And then you've got these two claw pieces. Oops. You can actually plug these into these holes right here. Another one over there. And then you can actually come back here and these two clips clip right there. And you're meant to plug this on the back of the lion main train. Let's see if I can back this camera out a little bit. These trains are very long, as I'm sure you know. They're about the same size as the Tokkyuger trains. He also comes with a revised version of the sword, the signal gun / sword from Tokkyuger. And that can, I believe it pegs in like this. So you can peg all the extra accessories onto the main train if you like. Now, just like the other trains, they do detach, and you can flip out the pieces so that they can bend as a train. They roll pretty well. And if you want to take all the different train pieces apart, they all clip together and can ride. So, very much like Tokkyuger in that respect. They all come apart at the exact same places. And they can all clip on and have the fold-out pieces. So, you can build a train out of them. But overall, I really like the paint on these, and I really like the accessories that they come with. And I really love that this one has a panda face on the front. I think that's adorable. I brought the Tokkyuger changer in to show you the sounds that this makes. Now, while Safari Gao does have 5 trains like Tokkyuger does, if you'll notice, the tabs underneath are exactly the same. So no matter which car you put in, you're going to get the same sounds. But if I go ahead and slide him in, I'll summon. So I like the mashup of different animal sounds there. There was kind of a lion's roar and an elephant and some other sounds. I'll do it again just so we can hear it. I think there was a hyena in there too. Very cool. And I'm going to go ahead and transform. And then to transfer. So all in all, I think it makes some really cool sounds in the Tokkyuger. Okay, so the first form I'm going to show you is the lion form. I'm going to start by just removing all these accessories from the main train. Just kind of put them off to the side for now. You're going to go ahead and hook these trains together just like you would with Tokkyuger. You're actually then going to pull off all three of the smaller part trains. The parts you would put in the Tokkyuger. Just kind of put them off to the side so you're kind of left with this little brick here. You're going to turn it upside down. You're going to turn these two parts of the trains. Actually, I guess you should pop this back first and then turn them. Makes it a little easier. Then you're going to flip these down. And you're just going to leave this part like this. So you can see it's kind of the body of what would be Tokkyuger, but just with no limbs or anything. I'm going to take this and disassemble these pieces because you're going to want this white piece here. This piece is going to plug onto these here. Kind of shores that up and makes it a nice solid brick. You're going to bring the green and orange trains back in and make feet out of them. And then you're going to plug them in to these pieces here. So now you can see that this white piece's primary function is to give this the ability to bend 90 degrees. You're going to bring in the two arm trains. Pop out their connectors. And you're also going to put these claw pieces in their fists. So just like that. Just like that. Then you're going to bring this back. Sorry, let me move the camera up a little bit here. You're going to plug these into the arm sockets like normal. So as you can see, the lion is pretty much forming now. You come around to the back in this first peg hole right here. I believe it's like this, yes. So you're going to form it like that and plug this in right there. And now the lion has his tail. You're going to take the last train, bend it here. Now underneath you can see there's a clip. And this clip here on the main is going to plug right in there. Right there. Now these two clips right here are going to plug in right here to this these two gray clips right here. And there you go. You have Safari Gao and Lion mode. I think this thing looks awesome. I really like that they made it into a lion instead of just having it be... I mean, the robot mode is also cool. We'll get to that in a second. but I think the Lion mode is an awesome added touch, and it's my favorite mode by far. Let me move this up a little bit. I really love the look of this thing, and I think the overall white color keeps it cohesive, while at the same time having the orange and the green and the black and pink for highlights, and the gold looks really, really cool. But it looks like a really cool white lion, something similar to, say, Lio Convoy or something like that. I really, really love this mode a lot. Okay, so now to transform it into robot mode is relatively simple. You're going to start by just kind of taking the tail off. Put that off to the side for a second. You're going to disconnect this piece back here and disconnect the 2 feet. And just kind of put this off to the side for a second. You're going to come back to here, and you can now go ahead and plug the feet in as you normally would. And then you can pop out the legs. See if I can back this up a little bit here. You're going to go ahead and just take this train piece off. Bring the 2 arms down and rotate the fists to the side, and then rotate the claws. You're going to take this middle section just as you normally would and attach this, and then plug that up into place. Come around to the back, and this head section will come out just like on Tokkyuger. And then they want you to take this piece, and up top of here there are little clips. To get a little bit closer, you can see the clips there. This piece will there'll be 2 clips right there. And that just drops on top of there. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up of the head sculpt. I'm going to take this piece down just so you can see it. I think it's a really beautiful head sculpt. I really, really like it. Let me see if I can get up here. And I can zoom into the head sculpt a little bit. There we go. I think it's really cool. I like the ring around the face and the kind of lion's head that's on top. Again, I haven't seen the movie, but obviously there's an overall lion and animal theme. It's gets kind of hard to see with once you put this piece back up, because the top of the lion's head and the little piece on top pretty much obscures the face. But overall, I think this robot mode is pretty awesome. Now, he does have this piece, which you can use as a weapon. If you just pull out one of the claws, you can go ahead and put that in as a sword, which I think looks really cool. The white on here looks a little plain. I almost feel like it's missing a sticker or something, but it's not. I like the gold on the top for the tail, though. Now, if you don't want him to wield this and you want him to just use the claws, you can come around to the back, and this can store right here. You can just clip it on there, and then it kind of looks like, if you look at it from the front, it kind of looks like he has a tail in robot mode, which I think is pretty cool. So overall, I think the robot mode is awesome. I also just wanted to show real quick that because Tokkyuger is the base for this guy, and because all the connection ports are universal, you can use him with any of the other Ressha. The EX Ressha still work. The only problem with that is because of the way the head hangs off the back here, you will have to remove that large white piece. But you still can go ahead and put any of the other Ressha on here. So there's lots of possibilities. I think that's really awesome. So I have to say that I absolutely love Safari Gao, even more than I thought I would. When I first saw pictures, I mean, I absolutely love the lion mode, but I thought, oh, it's kind of a retool or repaint of Tokkyuger, so that made it a little bit less in my mind. But I have to say, that really doesn't matter at all. I would say, if you're a huge fan of Tokkyuger, or if you're collecting all the Ressha, I definitely recommend it. If you haven't bought Tokkyuger, I would maybe recommend this even instead of, because it does have the lion mode, which I think is really cool. I love Tokkyuger, nothing against him, but if I had to choose one or the other, I would choose this because it has the extra mode. And the lion mode is definitely my favorite mode out of the technically 3 modes that he has, the individual trains, the robot, and the lion. The lion's definitely my favorite mode. I think it's a really cool, creative use of the trains. I think it's well done. I mean, all they really had to do was include that one extra piece to allow the back legs to go 90 degrees and an extra lion head on the front. And there you go. They didn't even have to really do much. I also really like the paint scheme. I think the white is very cool. It's nice to have a kind of solid unifying color. While each train does have its own colors and accents, the white unifies it and makes it all feel very cohesive, which I appreciate. So I absolutely recommend it. If you have the means to pick it up, I suggest you do. I really, really like it. But please tell me what you guys think in the comments. Please like and share this video. Please make sure you're subscribed. There'll be links in the description for my Facebook and Twitter. Please follow me on there as well. I hope you've enjoyed this review of Ressha Sentai Tokkyuger's Safari Gao, and thanks for watching.